Okay, this video is going to be on doing your facial on the mannequin that you have at home. Now, I know you have a full mannequin and I only have a half of a mannequin here, but I'm going to use this to demonstrate. You're going to have to get the hair out of the face. So I'm going to talk to you about what's in the kit and some variations that you might see in your kit. And then Mrs. Schaefer is going to run through how to do all the procedures. So those of you that help me pack, excellent job on the packing, because the runny stuff that you double packed and we put in individual bags did spill in my bag. So when you take this stuff out, the post-extraction solution, the pre-cleanse, and the toner may be kind of messy. So just maybe put that on a towel when you go to take everything out. Now, you're going to drape your client. So you may have, we'll try to make sure that those of you that are doing these get the headband like this. So if they have hair, you want to pull it down like this, now pull it back so that all the hair is underneath there. If you wouldn't get that one, the variation would be that you would have a towel and a T-pin, okay? So you would take your towel, it's long and skinny, and we're still going to fold it corner to corner, okay? If you have this one, you'll actually have two towels in your kit. One to drape and one to work with. Okay, so you're going to fold it this way. You're going to fold it this way. If they have hair, you want to grab that hair and kind of pull it back. And you want to pull it as tight as you can. And then you want to stick your fingers underneath. And you want to go past your finger and back out and then back in. And that will work as your drape rather than the elastic one. Okay? In your bucket, you should have these little spatulas that we gave you at the beginning of the year. That's what you're going to use to get things out of the containers. Or if it's really runny, you're going to use this, the cotton pad. You don't want to ever stick your fingers in there. You don't want to contaminate it. The only thing you're going to need to get at home is going to be a bowl with water in it so that you have something to put your sponges in. So you have these dehydrated sponges, and when you put them in, they immediately grow into regular sponges. Okay, so you have two of those. You are going to have either a brush like this, or if you don't get a brush in your kit, you're going to have popsicle sticks like this to apply the products. So that'll be definitely for the mask to put on. Or if you don't get that, you'll get a big spatula like this, same thing. So we're going to, best case scenario, we're going to make sure that you have brushes to apply those products with. But if you happen to not get that, that's what this is for. Either this or the brush. Okay? So remember, when in Dermalogica, the first thing you're going to do is use the pre-cleanser. Now the pre-cleanser again is runny and it's oily feeling because their philosophy is that oil attracts oil. So that should always be your first cleanser. So you're going to take that out, and Mrs. Schaefer is going to show you how to apply that on the face. Then you're going to clean that off. Now you have a couple choices. You can use your sponges. If you use your sponges, you want to squeeze the water all out, and then you want to dab the outside of your hand so you don't drip on the person. And it's a upward motion, and then rotate a quarter turn, and then rotate a quarter turn, rotate a quarter turn, flip them over. Rotate a quarter turn, rotate a quarter turn. So you should be able to get this face clean without having to dip back into the water, okay? Your alternative is your second towel. You can always use your towel and put it under really hot water. You want this water to be hot, and you can clean with the towel. So I'm going to take this back off and put this back on. Okay, and this is something that you definitely can be doing on friends and family, which is just an excellent opportunity for us right now because we're not allowed to do it in here. So you hold the towel and you wrap it around like this, and then you can wipe. You get the ends out of your way, and then you can keep readjusting and get clean. Okay, you can flip it over. Whatever you need to do, you just get that out of your way and you wipe. Okay, so those are your options. It really doesn't matter. It's kind of your preference. You can also use these, but you only have a limited number of those, so I would be sparing with those. So you take the cleanser off, and then we bought, this just says, it says clean. We were trying to abbreviate because it was so much to pack. This is your real cleanser. It's kind of a thicker one. Take it out with your spatula, put it in your hand, rub your hands together, distribute it everywhere, and then you're going to do your movements. Again, remove it. Then you are going to put your toner on. Now, we don't have spray toner, but you'll be able to dip a little bit of this in and you'll be able to wipe it. Okay, to wipe the toner on. Normally we spray it on. Then, so let me put these in order so I know where I'm at here. So pre-clean, clean, toner. We're going to come back. We're going to use the toner a couple times. Okay. We are going to exfoliate. Okay. This is a powder. This can be a little tricky if you've never used it before. So you just put a little bit, there's a ton in here, a little bit in your hand. Okay. And you want to add enough water and when you rub your hands together, it actually becomes sudsy looking like that. Okay? It's not to be used dry. I can still feel those little particles in there, and then you manipulate it on. So that's a little bit different for people that aren't used to Dermalogica. Okay, so that's our exfoliate. So I'm going to put that down here, and I'll be handing these to Mrs. Schaefer as we go. Okay, then we are going to, now if someone in your family or someone that you're working on has blackheads or pimples that they're concerned with, the scaling gel will go on first, and you let that on. I'll be looking that up to make sure I remember because it's a little bit different than it used to be. How long you let that on, you do your extractions, then after you're done, you put the post-extraction solution on. Okay, it's runny as well. Then you are going to do your massage. Then you're going to do your mask. And then you're going to moisturize. Okay, so as we do each step, I'm going to be reading from the manual because I get confused too. I don't do it often enough. And then we will give you the correct directions for each of these things. But you should be able to give friends and family a really nice facial, and you have enough product there, you should be able to do a lot of them. Okay? Every time you do a facial, I will give you 1 hour credit towards your time. So you'll have to take pictures and let me see the various stages while you're working on that person. And then I'll give you that credit, and then you can move on to the next person. All right. All right, for the pre-cleanse, you're going to put a little pre-cleanse onto damp cotton.
You're gonna dampen your cotton.
I'll move that up for you.
Sorry, guys.
Ooh.
Ooh, what's your pre-cleanse?
Yep.
Comes out quick.
That's one of the runny ones.
It's one of the, and you're gonna remove
Your lip makeup and eye makeup. So this is if they have on lipstick and eye makeup.
So you're gonna
Yep, you're just gonna rub.
do the lips, do the eyes,
Okay. Then you're going to put a little bit of pre-cleanse into your dry hand
Okay.
and apply to the dry face. After you get it all massaged over, that's going to dissolve the oil and dirt. Then you're going to wet your hands and continue to massage.
Using your ring finger and your middle finger most of the time. Make sure you get above the mouth, in the nose. Sorry, my lady's not cooperating. She's a mover.
Yours is going to do that too. You're probably going to want to put, if you use your mannequin, you're probably going to lay her in your lap on your legs. And we understand if the wrap comes off. We're all going to have the same problem. Okay? All right. And then you are going to rinse with lukewarm water. So however you want to rinse.
Upward motions from the chin up. Again, making sure you get all your creases.
Okay, now you're going to go to your cleanser. So it says your hands should be moist, which your hands probably are.
Yep.
I'll put a pea-sized amount of gel. So here's that.
So you don't contaminate.
And rub your hands together, then apply it to the face and throat. If it doesn't feel like you have enough slip, go ahead. Just pick up more water in your hands if it starts feeling like it's like dragging and it's too dry.
Sorry guys, my head's moving quite a bit.
You might have to have somebody hold yours as well for you.
I do it on your brother, your mother, your little sister, your aunt, whoever's home with you.
Okay, and then rinse with warm water. So probably those.
Again, you want to work upward. Get in your creases.
Okay, now follow that with the toner. So probably going to want that just to get a little bit of toner.
We'll close them up just because I'm afraid they're going to spill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to lose these products. That's a good point, is to keep shutting them because...
They will spill easily, especially if your hands are going everywhere.
Okay. Dispense about a half teaspoon of daily microfoliant into very wet hands and create a creamy paste by rubbing hands together. So make
Okay,
your
so let's get our hands wet. Make a paste.
Apply to face in circular motions, avoiding the eye area.
Again, are we having them put iPads on? Or if they're doing somebody, should they use like cotton at home if they have it or anything?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because you don't want it in their eyes. Circular motions, again, ring finger, middle finger. Go up, avoid the eyes, try to get cotton or whatever you have at home. Make sure you get in the nose.
Okay, and that step's about a minute. Okay, and then rinse thoroughly.
You would want to close it again.
And remember, your water will get dirty, so don't be afraid to stop.
And change it out.
Yeah, get clean water.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to, if someone does have an issue with their skin, we're going to use the scaling gel. And you're going to use a fan brush. Again, hopefully we have a fan brush. And you're going to apply that to areas of congestion. So anywhere you have bumps, blackheads, visible pimples. Okay, it says a thin layer. And you're going to allow it to sit for 3 minutes. That's going to soften those blackheads and things like that. At this point, you're going to do your extractions. Now, I know you don't have Dr. Pimple Popper there, but I will show you a technique for removing impactions. Okay, I learned this technique at Dermalogica. It's pretty cool. So what you do is you take a tissue and you put it over your pointer finger, and then you fold it in. Okay, and you hold that with your thumb. And then you just make little pleats like this. Fold it up, fold it up, fold it up. Do the same thing with your other finger. So you did over, make a little fold, make a little fold, make a little fold. Okay, now you have two areas where when we tend to work on pimples at home, we tend to just squeeze in like this. But that's not what you want to do. You want to push down and then in. You want to pop that up in between your fingers, and then you want to wiggle. Okay, you don't want to use your fingernails. You don't want to be, pinching it like that. So it's down and push in towards each other and wiggle. Okay, down, in, and wiggle. That's how you remove impactions, blackheads and things like that. Okay, so now we're done with that. So now she's going to remove that. Okay. Okay, and then you're going to wipe the affected area with the post-extraction solution. Okay, this is going to help close back down your pores and things, like close everything back up. You don't want to let the skin open, for more things to get in there. Okay, now we're ready for the massage. Okay.
Your massage cream. Use your spatula. Outside of your wrist.
All right, so we're going to start. Go ahead and apply the massage cream to the whole face using your professional fingers.
Circular motions, upward.
Do you like to start at the chin or the forehead?
Chin.
Okay.
You can start at the forehead. That's not wrong.
All right. So go ahead and start doing your movements, and then I will talk about what kind they are. So you can do, okay, she's going to do effleurage at first. All of these sophomores, these movements are all French names. So they have big, long words to say, okay, just rub very lightly. All right, so it says at the chin, you can do your scissor motion if you, or what was?
You can do your scissors. Your scissor motion usually goes around this area. When you go to your chin.
That is petrissage. That's a kneading motion. I'm gonna get this out of your way.
And you usually, a little bit of force, not a ton, but a force. But the scissors will go, and if it's their faces are tiny, you can scissor that way.
Okay, and then you're gonna work up to the cheeks.
Which would be?
Deportment.
Which you would just basically, like a light drumming. And then our next one would be?
You would go to the nose.
Okay, you want to get in the creases of the nose. You can even use your scissor. Okay, again in the nose creases. And then next we would?
You would go up, you can do the eyes. You can do circles. You can do deportment.
And then you would go to?
Forehead. You can do hand over hand.
Which
there you go.
Would be more like this.
Okay, you can do
circular motions. You could use both. One.
Okay, and then the, I always call it the headache movement, where you lace your fingers together.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go
Here.
ahead and do that one.
Palm the top of the forehead. No, it's this, isn't it?
Yes, yes, that's it.
Again, pressure, but not a ton. Slippy.
Okay. And then lace your fingers together like this. Yes. And then when you come out here, you can make circles. And then put one hand up and then the other hand and do it again. Again, pressure.
Pressure here, and like she said, one hand and then the other hand, and then you go again. And then you could get your pressure movements.
That's awesome.
And you never want to leave the head. You never want to just take your hands completely off the head. You want to go up to the eyes, tap out, lightly, 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 and release.
All right.
So you don't shock them.
Okay, now we need to remove the massage cream.
Okay.
While I'll probably use that. While she's doing that, just remember, guys, you know, we were just saying we're not experts in this. We don't do facials every day. So I generally always look at a paper. So if you can find something on the internet that you can do, watch some videos of some cool massage movements. There's so much out there that you can do. You can make this your own. All right, then we are going to apply the mask. You can pretend with this. We're gonna apply that with the brush.
Okay, and again, when you do your massages, make sure you do everything 3 times. So you're gonna work up the head once, twice, and then a 3rd time. And when you circle the eyes and you do your movements, 3 times a piece. Because their massage is typically about 15 minutes, isn't it? 10,
Yeah.
15? So you wanna do, when you're around the eyes, do it 3. When you're up here, do it 3, but then do it, all of it 3 times. Okay, so we're applying the mask.
That's the massage is going to be your money maker. That's where you're going to start making your money because that's what people are coming for. Now the mask is going to sit 7 to 10 minutes and then you're going to rinse to remove. Okay, so you can
Again, really work on the massage. Watch some videos, learn some massage movements we didn't show you. Use the ones we shown you because they're actually, everyone uses those ones. Okay, so there's the cream.
And then I would put the toner on again using the cotton pad. And then you always want to end with a moisturizer. I don't care how oily your skin is, you're going to
Take it out, put it on your hands.
Yep.
And then again, professional fingers. And get that in there pretty good for them.
Oil and moisture are 2 different things, so it doesn't matter that you're oily, you still need moisture. You can actually have oily, dry skin, which means you're oily but you have no water in your skin, you have no moisture. So moisturizer is good for everyone. Okay, so this whole thing should take about an hour. Okay, if you're getting done in 15 minutes, nobody's gonna want that facial. That's a ripoff. Okay, so you have the time at home, you can pamper your family and friends, use the whole hour up. You know, you figure you have 7 to 10 minutes, you're letting your mask on, 15 minutes for your massage. Right there, you're at a half an hour. And then you have, if you do the scaling gel, you leave that on 3 minutes. It doesn't take very long to add up to an hour. If you're just slapping stuff on and taking them off, yeah, it's just a big ripoff. Nobody's going to want that. So take your time and do it correctly. Okay? And again, we will give you 1 hour credit for that. Anything else?
No?
Okay, thanks.
Have a great day.